Well, how has the international community been reacting to this latest escalation? Our Foreign Affairs editor, Armen Georgian, has been monitoring reaction for us, and he joins me now. Armen, what have we been hearing?
Well, there's plenty of reactions around the world, and as you would expect, those countries that normally support the Palestinians have been pretty vocal in doing that. For example, President Erdogan of Turkey or the Iranian leadership, whereas other countries who want to appear more balanced in a sense, the US and the UK, they talk not just about the planned evictions of Palestinian families, but also about the Hamas rocket attacks on Israel, so more of a both-sidist narrative, if you will. But the bottom line is there's not much the international community can actually do. They can say a lot of words, but the fact is there haven't been any direct talks between Israel and the Palestinians at the top level since April 2014. So that's 7 years of bad blood, of actually even more poisonous relations between the two sides. Beyond issuing condemnations or expressing concern, the international community obviously can't get behind a peace process that doesn't exist.
What about the Biden administration? We've heard yesterday a spokesperson for the president saying that Biden is himself personally monitoring the violence, but all of this puts pressure on him, doesn't it?
Well, it does, because President Biden didn't want to get involved in the Israeli-Palestinian issue. It's clear that he didn't want to go down, when he became president, he didn't want to go down the same road as previous Democratic leaders such as Barack Obama or Bill Clinton. He didn't want to try and create a big push for peace between Israel and the Palestinians. He was, after all, part of the Obama administration, which spent a lot of political capital trying to extract concessions out of both Netanyahu and the Palestinian leadership, and that didn't really get Obama very far in the end. So Biden didn't want to repeat that situation and lose that political capital. But it's not clear what this does. Does this violence change the calculus in Washington? Does Biden now say, well, we have to get involved in a more robust way? I don't have the answer, but I think there's maybe a clue as to how Joe Biden is approaching other problems, in the other global problems. For example, in Afghanistan or countering China. He works very, very carefully in a multilateral way with allies. He doesn't like to put the US front and center of trying to solve a global problem, and we can see that with the South China Sea, we can see that with Afghanistan. I'm not sure that the Middle East is going to be any different. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but also bear in mind that over the years, the Middle East has slightly declined in importance for US foreign policy. If you look at, for example, both the Obama and the Trump administration's approaches to Syria, it shows a slightly less important place for the Middle East. China is seen in Washington as the big challenge these days.
All right, Armen Georgian, thank you very much indeed for your analysis on the programme.